What if I told you there are mysteries so bizarre, so unsettling, they've been deliberately, or perhaps conveniently, forgotten? What if the history we think we know is merely a thin veil over a tapestry woven with inexplicable disappearances, chilling secrets, and unanswered questions that still echo through time? America, a land forged in discovery and defined by progress, holds within its very soil enigmas that defy logic and challenge our understanding of reality. These aren't the well-worn tales of folklore or the sensationalized headlines of yesterday. These are the whispers from the shadows, the forgotten chapters, the dark corners of our past that refuse to stay buried. Prepare to journey into the heart of the unknown, to confront the chilling truths that lie beneath the surface of American history. We will peel back the layers of time, not just to recount events, but to ask the profound why behind them. Why were these stories silenced? Why do they continue to haunt us? From desolate landscapes to bustling cities, from the depths of the ocean to the quiet corners of forgotten towns, these mysteries persist. They are a testament to the enduring power of the unexplained, a stark reminder that some questions may never find an answer. But the pursuit of truth, however elusive, is a journey worth taking. The vanishing of the Roanoke colony. We begin with a familiar shadow, a ghost story etched into the very foundation of American myth. The Lost Colony of Roanoke. In 1587, over 100 English settlers vanished without a trace from Roanoke Island, leaving behind only the cryptic word Croatoan carved into a tree. For centuries, this enigma has captivated historians and fueled countless theories. Was it assimilation with Native American tribes? Disease? A violent attack? For centuries, the truth remains shrouded in the Olyum mists of time, a chilling precedent for the inexplicable disappearances that would follow. But Roanoke is merely the gateway. It is a well-known mystery that hints at a deeper, darker current flowing through America's hidden history. Beyond the famous, beyond the often told, lie stories far more unsettling, far more obscure, that demand our attention. These are the mysteries that truly challenge our perception of what is possible. They are the events that defy rational explanation, leaving behind only fragments of terror and a lingering sense of dread. Let us delve into the truly forgotten. The Great New England Vampire Panic. Imagine a time when consumption, now known as tuberculosis, ravaged communities, leaving a trail of emaciated victims. In 19th century New England, desperate people, facing an invisible killer, turned to ancient superstitions. They believed the dead were preying on the living. This wasn't fiction, it was a terrifying reality for many. Families, watching their loved ones waste away, suspected a malevolent force at play. They believed that one of the deceased, often a family member, was returning from the grave to drain the life force from the living. The solution, as horrifying as it sounds, was exhumation. Bodies were dug up, their organs examined for signs of vampirism. Parts were removed, burned, and the ashes sometimes mixed with water and given to the sick as a macabre cure. One of the most famous cases involved Mercy Brown of Exeter, Rhode Island. After her mother and sister succumbed to the illness, Mercy herself died. When her brother fell ill, the community, convinced a vampire was responsible, exhumed Mercy's body. They found her remarkably preserved, a common occurrence in winter burials, but interpreted it as a sign of the undead. Her heart and liver were removed and burned. This wasn't an isolated incident. Dozens of similar cases occurred across New England. This dark chapter reveals the terrifying power of fear and superstition in the face of the unknown. It's a chilling reminder of how easily rational thought can be eclipsed by desperation, leaving behind a legacy of desecrated graves and unanswered questions about the true nature of their suffering. The Circleville Letter Writer. In the quiet, unassuming town of Circleville, Ohio, a sinister campaign of anonymous letters began in 1976. These letters, filled with accusations of an affair, were sent to Mary Gillespie, a school bus driver, and her husband, Ron. The writer seemed to know intimate details of their lives. The letters escalated, threatening to expose Mary's alleged infidelity to the entire town. The harassment became relentless, turning their lives into a living nightmare. Ron, convinced he knew the writer, armed himself and drove off to confront them. Tragically, Ron was found dead in his truck, having crashed into a tree. The official ruling was an accidental death, but many suspected foul play. The letters, however, did not stop. They continued to plague Mary, her family, and even local law enforcement. Mary herself was later accused of writing the letters and attempting to murder the local sheriff. Based on questionable evidence, she was convicted and served time in prison, maintaining her innocence throughout. Yet even while Mary was incarcerated, the letters continued to arrive. This fact alone casts a chilling shadow over the entire case. If Mary was in prison, who was sending the letters? The true identity of the Circleville letter writer remains one of America's most baffling and disturbing unsolved mysteries. Was it a single individual, a twisted mastermind who orchestrated a campaign of terror and possibly murder? Or was it a conspiracy, a network of individuals determined to torment a family and evade justice? The truth, like the letters themselves, remains elusive, a testament to a hidden darkness in a seemingly ordinary town. The disappearance of the USS Cyclops. In March 1918, the USS Cyclops, a massive collier ship of the United States Navy, vanished without a trace in the Bermuda Triangles. On board were 306 crew members and passengers, along with a cargo of manganese ore. The ship sent no distress signal. It simply disappeared. No wreckage was ever found, no debris, no bodies. It was as if the colossal vessel, nearly 550 feet long, had been swallowed whole by the ocean. The loss remains the single largest non-combat loss of life in U.S. Navy history. Theories abound, ranging from German U-boat attacks, despite no evidence, to structural failure due to its heavy cargo. Some point to the infamous Bermuda Triangle, suggesting supernatural forces or unknown phenomena. Others whisper of mutiny or even a rogue wave. The U.S. Navy conducted an extensive investigation, but ultimately concluded that the cause of the disappearance was unknown. Admiral William S. Benson stated, "The case of the Cyclops is one of the most baffling mysteries in the annals of the Navy. How could a ship of that size, in relatively calm waters, simply vanish without a trace?" The sheer scale of the disappearance, combined with the complete lack of evidence, makes the USS Cyclops one of the most perplexing maritime enigmas. It challenges our understanding of the ocean's power and the fragility of even the largest vessels. The families of those lost were left with no answers, only the crushing weight of uncertainty. The sea holds its secrets tightly, and the fate of the USS Cyclops remains one of its most profound and unsettling. The Dyatlov Pass incident. While the Dyatlov Pass incident occurred in the Ural Mountains of Russia, its chilling elements of inexplicable deaths and strange circumstances have an American parallel in the mysterious deaths at the Yuba County 5. In February 1978, 5 young men from Yuba City, California, vanished after attending a basketball game. Their car was found abandoned on a remote mountain road, despite them having no reason to be there. Months later, 4 of their bodies were discovered in a remote snow-covered area, far from the car. The 5th, Gary Mathias, was never found. The circumstances surrounding their deaths were bizarre and disturbing. One body was found in a small, isolated trailer, seemingly having starved to death, despite food being readily available nearby. Another was found wrapped in a blanket, his shoes missing. The autopsies revealed no clear cause of death for some, while others showed signs of severe hypothermia. Yet the perplexing details, like the missing shoes and freezing temperatures, and the seemingly irrational behavior, defied simple explanations. Why did they abandon their car? Why did they walk so far into the wilderness? What happened in those final, terrifying hours? The official explanation points to exposure and disorientation, but the details suggest something far more sinister or inexplicable. The Yuba County 5 case remains a haunting testament to the fragility of life and the terrifying power of the unknown. It's a story that leaves us with more questions than answers, a chilling reminder that sometimes the most ordinary journeys can lead to the most extraordinary and tragic ends. These are but a few threads in the vast, intricate tapestry of America's darkest mysteries, each one a testament to the enduring power of the unexplained. A stark reminder that some questions may never find an answer. They challenge our assumptions, provoke our thoughts, and ignite a primal curiosity about the hidden forces at play in our world. From the desperate superstitions of a bygone era to the chilling silence of a vanished ship, these stories resonate with a profound sense of unease. They remind us that history is not just a collection of facts, but a living, breathing entity, full of secrets waiting to be unearthed. What do these mysteries tell us about ourselves? About the limits of human knowledge? About the thin veil between the known and the unknown? Perhaps they are a call to look closer, to question more deeply, to acknowledge that the world is far stranger and more complex than we often dare to imagine. The pursuit of truth, however elusive, is a journey worth taking. It is a journey that forces us to confront our fears, to embrace the unknown, and to recognize that the most compelling stories are often those that remain unfinished. These mysteries, these forgotten chapters, continue to haunt us because they defy resolution. They are a stark reminder that not every puzzle has a solution, not every question has an answer. But in their very ambiguity lies their power. They invite us to speculate, to theorize, to engage our own minds in the pursuit of understanding. They connect us to the past in a way that mere facts cannot, stirring our imaginations and challenging our perceptions of reality. What are your theories? What other forgotten American mysteries do you believe deserve to be brought into the light? Share your thoughts, your insights, and your own encounters with the unexplained. The conversation continues, and the search for truth never truly ends. If this caught your attention, the next video uncovers the events that changed everything. Watch it now to complete the timeline. Don't miss it for anything.